Okay, hello everybody. How's it been going? I took the day off yesterday. Sorry. Um, but I'm back. We back. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell and make sure you get notified every time I upload a video. Um, Make sure you have Twitter so you can and following like sites like uh, Fantasy Labs NBA, so you can get the up to the minute news all the way up until lock. Even when lock happens, then up until to the second and third tier of games, so you can be so you can have all the information that you need. Um, what else? Today I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna go through it position by position today. Something different. Maybe I can knock it out a little faster. I'm gonna go through these totals and things right now. Coming up, we got the Atlanta Hawks. We got 10 games, man. We got the Atlanta Hawks and the Washington Wizards. Atlanta favored by 4.5. Over under 232. Pacers 3.5. Over under 220. Cleveland and New York. Cleveland favored by 1, over under 207. Milwaukee and New Orleans, over under 228. Milwaukee by 7. The Kings and the Raptors, interesting game right here. Over under 229. Raptors favored by 5.5. OKC and Brooklyn. Brooklyn next, 8.5. Over under 229.5. Clippers and the Magic. The total is not out, but Orlando 2.5. Philly and Minnesota. Philly 7.5. The total is not out. Denver and San Antonio. Denver 4.5. And San Antonio over under 224, and Dallas and Utah 4, and the total is not out. This is Fanduel Sportsbook for you guys that you didn't know. If you didn't know, this is my go-to book. I also play on other books like PointsBet and Bet Rivers and Draftkings Sportsbook and Bovada, stuff like that. Let's go though. Like I said, I'm going to go position by position, try to breeze through this. Starting at point guard, you got Luka. You get him 1,000 more, about 900 more on FanDuel than DraftKings. I was really high on them the last game when they played Utah. They really disappointed me. I had them winning that game. Really disappointed me. It's a bounce back spot. It's a rematch, so they get a chance to fine tune some shit and figure it out and probably try to play better, at least play better, if not win. Of course, we know they want to win. But he's in play on all formats of any day of the week. Because that's just who he is. That's what he does. James Harden, 10-3 on DraftKings. On FanDuel, you'll get James Harden for 9,800. So he's under 10K on FanDuel. That's something to look at. Price is coming down on FanDuel. I don't mind the play. I haven't been playing neither one of those guys. I played Durant the first day, but other than that, I haven't been playing neither one of those guys. Kyrie has been the cheaper of the three, and he's priced at 8,700 on DraftKings. On FanDuel, he's priced at 9,200. Fair prices. I think he can return. He can hit value, and he's probably one of the ones that can give you a little bit more upside on his price tag. In his last 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, he had under 30 fantasy points under 40 fantasy points once. He definitely can hit value. He doesn't need 45 to hit value. Trae Young, I love the play going up against Washington. You already know. I love it. Russell Westbrook, if he can get more minutes, man, but he still can return on that price tag, 9,600 on FanDuel, 600 more on FanDuel. He I don't think I'll be able to get that though, but he's definitely in play. De'Aaron Fox, 8,500. I like to play. Malcolm Brogdon, point guard is loaded so far as we keep coming down the line. Point guard is pretty loaded. Malcolm Brogdon, yes. SGA. This is a team right here that the Brooklyn Nets should probably be able to knock off easily. So I don't know, if Brooklyn get their first blowout tonight, I don't know. I know Brooklyn can win this game. I don't know if I'll jump on that spread or not, but anyways, SGA over his last 5 or 6 games, he's probably averaging the most drives. I read that. He's probably driving the ball close to 30. I'm not scared of their defense. Not scared of their defense over there in Brooklyn. So, we can keep that. We can kick that out the way. So, at 8,300 on FanDuel, on DraftKings, and on FanDuel, you'll get SGA for about, 87, I think? 85. So, he's in play. He's in play. He's been on the tear. His last 5 games, his last 5 out of 6, he's been balling, man. And like I say, he's gonna attack that basket at random, man. So, I don't mind the play. Just gotta keep in the back of your mind, there is some blowout risk from that game. In that game. Donovan Mitchell. Didn't play last game. Got to wait and see what the news is. If he's in, decent price tag. Will I get to him? I don't know. D'Angelo Russell, he's missed the last 2 games. Got to figure out what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I probably won't be able to get to him anyway. Ben Simmons, price 8,600 on FanDuel. He's 7,700 on DraftKings. Loving the price on DraftKings. Triple double threat every night. Love that price on DraftKings. He doesn't even need 40 to hit value. Hit 5 times, he doesn't need 40. So we know he can hit 6-7 times that price tag. We know that. Had a triple double against the Lakers, and he's been pretty consistent, especially at this price tag 7,700. Hey, Fred VanVleet, priced at 7,500. I love that price tag on DraftKings. Let's see what it is on FanDuel. 8,300. He's 800 more on FanDuel. I love the play. I love the price tag. It is what it is. Aaron Gordon, somebody who has been riding I've been riding his assist prop bets. So his last 5 games in assists, he's had 5, 7, 9, 7, 10. I've just been riding him. He's been getting me paid. Last game, he had a bad game. 3 points, 5 and 5. He just had a terrible game. 1 for 9. He'll be looking to be bounced back right here, man. He's 7,100 on DraftKings. In DraftKings, he's point guard, small forward eligible. So, he's running the point. On FanDuel, you'll get him at the power forward slot for about, 6,300. That's a great price tag. So, if you plan on both sides, bam. 6,300 on DraftKings. On FanDuel, look no further. I like the spot he's in too. But Kyle Lowry, somebody who price is low, somebody who I haven't been playing this year though, man. I haven't been playing him. Price damn near the same, 71, 72. You want to get to him, it is what it is. You can buy low right now. You don't need he need a little bit over 35 to hit 5 times. Drew Holiday, going up against the old squad. It is what it is. You want to fire him up? Go ahead, fire him up. Be my guest. 700 more on DraftKings, on FanDuel. Jamal Murray. I ain't fucking with him. Colin Sexton. The shot volume, everything is there for him. Nice matchup, not too tough. 6,700. It is what it is. Reggie Jackson, he's priced up over here on Fanduel. On DraftKings. They priced them up accordingly the first day Leonard and George was out. He's been playing well as though. Now on FanDuel, he probably hit 6K on FanDuel by now. Oh, 5,800. So you'll get him for 1,100 more on you'll get him for 900 more on DraftKings. And then I just speed down the line. Terry Rozier, I just can't. Him and Devontae Graham, I give up. Especially on this 10-game slate, it's better options. Clarkson been balling. DeJounte Murray, a good spot. I love the spot he's in, going against some of Jamal Murray's defense. Mike Conley, I can't play him. LaMelo Ball, but you know what though? I probably could get to him if Mitchell is out. I don't have no problem to get to him at 6K. Anything over 30 fantasy points, he's moving in the green. LaMelo Ball is priced down 5,800. This might be a spot that he could probably he ain't like since the beginning of the season. Don't be surprised if he don't pop out this game. He just got to start off right. If he start off right, he can get a little bit more minutes. He just got to carve him out. Eric Bledsoe, keep an eye out on the Lonzo Ball injury news. He's been aggressive the last couple games though. A 32 and a 41. Nice price tag at 5,700 on FanDuel. You get him for how much is Bledsoe on FanDuel? Bledsoe. FanDuel moved players around so damn much. He probably at the point guard position. I bet. Watch. Right next to his teammate. 5,500. So he can show us some upside on that price tag, and that's what you want. You want upside when you're picking somebody. Terrence Mann, it's a matter of time before he put up 15, 20 real points, because he's capable. Lou Williams had 17 points last game, man, and that's good to see, man. He he needs to string up a few games. I can't trust him in cash, but GPPs he's a go. Elfrid Payton tournament GPPs, Ricky Rubio GPPs. DiVincenzo is a no for me, even though he's in a good spot. Still, I ain't fucking with him. Darius Garland is interesting. Starting point guard. His minutes is ramping up. I don't mind to play at 5K. I don't mind to play, man. He can easily give you 30, 35. Quickly, I just can't trust Tibbs. Halliburton, interesting play right here. The minutes is there for him. 4,800 price tag on FanDuel. He might be about 5,200, I believe. Like I say, the minutes is there. I don't mind. He's 5,400. So he under 5K. He doesn't need 25 to give you 5 times value on DraftKings. Patty Mills, price is coming down. 4,800. If you need some firepower, he can give it to you. Tournament option, because he's so up and down, 18 fantasy points, 30, 20, 15, 26, 19, 14, 27, 27, 25. He got hot right there. And then down here, a couple plays, I'll probably, Jalen Brunson is a no for me. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he's probably due. He's probably due. He's somebody who takes some shots. When you're rolling with that starting unit, his usage is down a little bit, but I don't mind the matchup. But one thing I can say, he's probably blowout proof. Even in the blowout, he probably still gets a run at 4,200. He can return something on that price tag. Monte Morris just been steady with his backup role. Very nice backup point guard. And, we getting down here in the dirty clothes. I just can't fuck around. Moving on over to the 2-guard spot. Bradley Beal, get him in there. If he's in play every day. Malik Beasley, 6,400. He's somebody who's taking a lot of shots. His last 3 games, he's taken 18 shots. 6,400 on DraftKings. On Fanduel, you'll get Malik Beasley for 6,700. He's coming down. His price is coming down on DraftKings. He can show you some upside. Pretty decent, probably a decent cash play. He's still a little bit high, but the usage is there. So that's what it is. That's what it's about. Buddy Hield finally popped out one. 50 fantasy points last game against Orlando. He's somebody who take a lot of threes. He took 12 threes last game. So, all the prop bettors know about that shit by now. Evan Fournier, the 6,400 gang. Look at that. The 6,400 gang, man. They've been playing. Evan Fournier, he's been taking about 15, 16 shots a game, and he's been playing ball. I just missed the train, man. He's hit value every game since he's been back and exceeded in most cases. Jordan Clarkson had himself a ball last game, 44 fantasy points, played 31 minutes in the absence of Donovan Mitchell, so don't get it twisted. Luke Kennard, he's a no for me. Norman Powell, part of that 6K gang. Ever since he's been starting, 31, 32, 43, 41, he's just been playing good ball. And then getting down here to the nitty-gritty, Joe Harris and Terrence Ross is a no for me. You can look to Joe Harris for your 3-point props. Jeremy Lamb, price is going down. Good time to, he got up to 5,100. Now he's down to 4,900. Good time to buy low on him. I don't even want to stress his price tag on FanDuel. I'm just going to keep it moving. Anthony Edwards, he was the number 1 pick. He was ultra aggressive last game. He had 40 fantasy points. That's good for him. Every time he get in, he need to shoot that motherfucking ball. I don't care. They ain't going nowhere any damn way. Justin Holiday had himself a ball last game. He had 34 fantasy points, 19 real points. A rematch. You're looking for somebody cheap, a cheaper option, there you have it. Joe Ingles, same thing as Justin Holiday. He hit 7 threes last game. He had 8 assists. He is somebody who can dump assists. He can play the backup point guard role. Most of the time, that's what he does. And, we like to see his minutes stick around at least 27 or better, 30 preferably. 4,700, I don't mind to play. Cam Reddish with the Q tag. Seth Curry need to get his shot together. Lucius Dort definitely need to get his shot together. What else? And, guys like Matthews, he can shoot the 3. Washington should get a few guys back, so, that should cut into his playing time. Gary Harris, somebody who just be out there all motherfucking day. He did crack his 20 fantasy points the last game. That's encouraging, I guess. But he's out there a ton, man. At 4,100, he's just out there, man. If you need to go there or you're feeling froggy, man, in tournaments, then just snatch him up. I won't. I'm risky like that, but I won't. And then going down here is just no more. Nobody else. Small forward spot. Trying to get through this as fast as I can. Thank you guys for bearing with me. Kevin Durant, he's in playing all formats, cash and GPPs. He's been probably the most consistent out of the big 3 they have. And speaking of consistent, we have Chris Middleton, the model of consistency. Every price tag he had this year, he's crushed it. Hit value on each and every one. Maybe not this 27, but each price tag he's hit value on it, and that's the model of consistency. If anybody having to be out, whether it's holiday or between holiday and ABC, preferably ABC, look at him to smash because he's definitely going to do it. Peripherals are there, 7 assists, 10. The rebounds and assists, they're there. Brandon Ingram's I just can't get to him. I'm glad I've been off of him. Even though he had that juicy matchup, that's a matchup where he better had killed in. Going up against Washington, he had 53 fantasy points. Other than that, he's probably going to be singing that same old song tonight, going up against Milwaukee. And then again, you never know. He might have a decent game, but I'm not on him. Aaron Gordon, lovely price tag for Aaron Gordon. He's sitting there at $7K. Had one bad game, went from $7,500 to $7K. I don't mind the play. What is he priced over here on Fanduel? $7,600. So, we know he has upside, 50-point upside, damn near 60-point upside, and that's what we're looking for. Tobias Harris, $6,800 on DraftKings, $7K on FanDuel, man. So another guy who's been ultra consistent, and at this price tag, he would have smashed it a lot. DeMar DeRozan, $6,800. Power forward and center. Small forward and power forward eligible. He's another guy who's been getting peripherals. So the shots attempts right here, the last two games, has been puzzling to me with this 7 and this 8. But other than that, he gets the volume, then he can really return on that $6,800 price tag. He doesn't even need 35 points to. He doesn't need 35 points to smash that. $7,700 on FanDuel. He's $900 more on FanDuel. Michael Porter Jr., he's getting his groove back. He's $6,600. He likes to shoot that ball. 7 12, 10 of 18. He's gonna make his presence felt. And RJ Barrett, priced nicely. I'm just not gonna get there. I probably prefer a guy like DeAndre Hunter over him. DeAndre Hunter has been balling, and the minutes is there. 45, 36, 42, 27, 37, 36. The attempts, I'm loving the attempts. I'm loving the attempts. This is the second year, man. I like what he's coming into, man. I like to play. And Nicholas Batum's probably a no. Harrison Barnes, his last two games, he put together 2 good games in a row. Going up against Toronto, I don't mind the matchup. Definitely gonna need him to shoot double digits, but I don't play him a lot, man. I don't mind if you do. Kevin Huerter is a no. Keldon Johnson prices came down. And the last 3 games, 2 of them was very nice, a 39 and a 34. I don't mind some Keldon Johnson there. Tim Hardaway Jr., he does nothing else but shoot. There's no peripherals there. Bogdanovich is just a no. I don't have time to figure out what he's going to do. Terrence Ross, I've seen him once in the shooting guard section, and then we right here in the small forward section. He's a GPP play, man. You can't trust him in cash. Beasley is interesting. It's going to be an interesting play, Beasley, but I ain't getting there. But it's an interesting play. Going up against this team, if he can stay out of foul trouble, man, with some of those rebounds and stuff like that, Doug McDermott, he had a nice shooting game last game. I think he went 12 for 22. Yes, he did. He just was shooting the ball great. Marcus Morris, of course, he'll be leading the way. His usage should go up each and every game. The first game they played without Leonard and George, he had took 9 shots. Last game he took 13 shots. So man, it would be nice for him to take about 14 or 15 shots the next game. Taurean Prince, man. Taurean Prince has been getting the starts in the absence of Larry Nance Jr. And we know this boy can play ball. So don't get that twisted. He's under 5K on DraftKings. On FanDuel, you'll get him at I want to know this. I want to see. Let me see how much y'all. Taurean Prince. Let me find out. Okay, I was going to say, let me find out. He way down there. Okay, so he must be at the power forward slot. 5,400. So he's $700 more on Draftkings. I mean on Fanduel. Royce is a no. Johnson's a no. Hart is a no. Danny, no. Gallinari, no. I said so many no's that I'm going to have to move on. I'm done here. Going over to the power forward spot. ABC in play. I ain't got to go there with him. Randall in play. Randall is due for a triple-double, man. Like, come on now. What you been doing? He's got his minutes cut, you know. Well, you know, he caught a haircut. You know, he got a look. No, he got a lining. Tibbs gave him a lining. Shit, what's that? He was playing like 38, 39 minutes, but hey, he's in play. Sabonis hit the triple-double last game. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. He's a triple-double threat, rematch, going right back up against Charlotte. I love to play. Kristaps Porzingis under 8K. You need to do a little bit better than you did last game, man. I ain't like that shit. I'm probably not playing him, though. Zion, 7,600. I like to play at this price the last few games. Last 2 games, he hit value. He exceeded it. But, you know, and then, you know, he had 40 in the last 5 out of the last 6 games, man. You know, going up against New Orleans, it's going to be, I don't know who's going to stick ABC, but Zion, I can see him having a fake decent game. 7,300 for Pascal Siakam. The price is nice. Oh, he's probably power forward over here. The price is nice. No, he's small forward. The price is nice. 400 difference on Draftkings and Fanduel. John Collins, 7,200. Smash spot. The only thing is, will he take advantage of it? Love the spot he's in. Love the pace of this game that it'll be played in. Atlanta and Washington, great for same game parlays. It's the matter, is he going to take advantage of the matchup? And Marvin Bagley, 5,800 on DraftKings. He is probably, how much is Marvin Bagley on FanDuel? I wouldn't know if I was in the power forward possession. I know. 6K. I like the price on both sites. I like the games. Sacramento against Toronto. Man, I like that price, man. Yep. Let's see. His minutes has ramped back up. As soon as I say that shit, well, they beat them up. But yeah, the last 31, 36. That's what we need, man. That's what we need from him. We need those minutes. So it looked like the restriction has been lifted. Old Lamarcus Aldridge, man. He's power forward center eligible on DraftKings. FanDuel, he's priced at 5,700. DraftKings, he's 5,500. Now, you know we can scoot him on over to the center spot over here on DraftKings. So you can get you a $5,500 Lamarcus Aldridge and hope for some upside on that price tag. Going against Denver, they're gonna need his services. It's gonna be interesting, man. I don't mind the play. You know, I could definitely see myself cussing him out, but you know, I don't fault nobody for going with him at that price tag. And Bertans will be back, along with Rui Hachimura. They back. Interesting to see what type of minutes they're gonna be playing. Jeff Green, he's not in play for me, but I just want to point him out on the books, man. On the sports books, I've been eating off of his points, rebounds, and assists. You know, it probably, you know, even if I alternate, you know, they'll have it at around 13 or something like that. I believe. I haven't looked at it lately, but he's been smashing it. Every time I've been going upside that motherfucking head. Yeah. Anyway, and probably down here I won't be able to get to nobody. That one I ain't gonna waste no time on them. Let me go on over here to the center spot so I can hurry up and wrap this up. Nikola Jokic, man, I guess ever since Michael Porter Jr. been back, man, he ain't been flashing them 60 balls and shit. You need to have a talk to him. Talk with him. 10. I still don't mind a play though, man. But when you feel a fade coming on, just go ahead and do it, man. Most time your instincts be right. And then, on a 10-game slate, all these guys, man, we can get away from some of these guys. Look, deep down inside, ownership, man. Or I ain't gonna say ownership, but who's gonna be high owned. And on the 10-game slate, there's pivots. There's pivots. Big time pivots. Man, Julius Randle, all these boys are pivots. Embiid just been crushing, man. He be killing it. Yeah, 40 fantasy points against the Lakers, but that was a tough matchup, but they pulled the game out. Still had 28 real points, 6-4. Lovely, juicy matchup right here. He's under 10K. Under 10K. Going up against going up against Minnesota, you know what to do. Vucevic, another guy got a juicy matchup going up against the Clippers. Andre Drummond has been having to do what he had to do in limited minutes because he got guys like Allen breathing down his back. He went upside Detroit head for 60 fantasy points in under 30 minutes. LA Lakers, he gave them 48 fantasy points in under 30 minutes. Brooklyn, 50 fantasy points in under 30 minutes. We used to seeing over 30 minutes for Drummond. So he's been coming in. He's selling himself right now. I think he's going to be traded at some point. We all know that. Rudy Goldberg, I had him last slate, and he bolstered my lineup. He had 68 fantasy points, man. Nice. He's priced at $7,500 on DraftKings, man. So if you want to get to him, man, he probably like $8K over here. If you play both sites, man, you get him cheaper on DraftKings. I can tell you that now. I ain't even looked. 8,700. So that's a 1,200 point price discrepancy you got here. If you play both sites, then you know where to go. And Miles Turner, I almost went there. It's a no for me. In that price range, it's just, when I can spend $300 and more and go to Rudy Goldberg, I'm just not going to go to him. Rashawn Holmes, he put together a few nice games, man. I don't mind him here either. He's going to get all the minutes he can handle. Back-to-back 40 point fantasy point outputs, man. He can, he's a little rock, Serge Ibaka, I just can't get that. Even though he's been balling. And if you're looking for upside on the price tag, you can get it from him, but I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to get there. In the last two games, what his attempts been looking like? Okay, his attempts have been up, so I might have to reconsider that. He's only center eligible on DraftKings. You'll get him on Fanduel for $6,200. Price similarly. Nas Reed had himself a ball last game. I probably won't get to him. He got a tough matchup. He's going to need to stay out of foul trouble. Al Horford had himself a ball last game. Going up against Phoenix, he had 49. He had 50 fantasy points. That was his first game back in almost 2 weeks. In about 2 weeks, you'll get him on DraftKings on FanDuel at what, 5,500. We like bigs against Brooklyn. And then the versatility on DraftKings, you can get Horford, you can get 4 centers in there if you want. It's easy money, easy. You know what I'm saying? Bagley, power forward center. You can get four centers over there. Steven Adams, interesting play. If he can stay out of foul trouble, I can see him grabbing a ton of rebounds, just like he did against Washington, going up against these guys over here in Milwaukee, because they don't rebound well out the center spot. Brook Lopez like to stand out there and shoot too many threes. Mitchell Robinson, he can hold his own. He's a hack. He can hold his own, though, at 5,500. He just got a whole bunch of trees over there in in Cleveland. Brook Lopez, I just can't do it. I just don't be on him. I remember back in the days, man, back in the days, in fantasy, man, when he was with Brooklyn, man, he used to just kill it, dropping 60s and shit. Wow. I can't get to Jared Allen, man. Not with Drummond over there. Not while they log jammed over there, no. Vanderbilt, as long as he don't have to step over to that center spot, I don't mind going to him, but this slate is too big for that. Zubac is a no. DeAndre Jordan, I just no. His services will be needed, but no. Robin Lopez on the slate, no. And it looks like, Cody Zeller. Cody Zeller's back. I wish I would have pulled that trick. I had him in my lineup the whole time. I love that he was priced at 3-4. That's what I do. That's what I do, man. He dropped that 37 fantasy points, that double-double with 14 rebounds, man. I was sick. Had him in my lineup the whole time and tinkered my lineup and took him out. I don't mind to play at 4K, though, you know. King Birch, this is another guy. He's been playing. He's been balling, man. Coming over. Yeah. 26 minutes last two games. 31 to 24 fantasy points. Hit value in both. Exceeded value in both. He's been getting the minutes, man. Man, Buddy been flying under the radar. Millsap, no. I don't care what he does. Portal, no. And the rest of these guys getting down here will just about basically wrap up my video. Alex Lynn, he's been coming in and playing some minutes, man. He played 19 minutes last game. He had 25 fantasy points, man. Only 3,300 if you're looking for somebody that can, give you that. Jordan Bell got to start last game. Probably won't get to start no more, but he played 31 minutes. He had 28 fantasy points. The rest of those guys are coming back with a few more guys, and Wagner and Hachimura, they coming back, so that's going to hurt him. And there's Wagner right there. And then, that's about it, man. That wraps up this video, man. So I don't rarely go position by position like I just did. I normally do game breakdowns, break down the game by game. I probably end up going back to breaking down game by game because I feel like I didn't give you all enough information, So, but I did, I just try to brief you guys, give you guys a refresher to set you guys on the right path for the day. That being said, like and subscribe, man. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.